My lord little Ikey boy, were you able to find the medallion?
No, it's gone. I fear that they may have someone stolen it.
What? Is such a thing possible?
I don't know to what degree, but there can be no questioning Dane's involvement.
Is the medallion special?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, special medallion. I beg your pardon.
What is it?
As my question may have touched a sensitive area.
Oh no, it's not that I don't want to discuss it with you personally. I just can't really talk about it to anyone. It's a private matter.
Ah, I see.
Ike. What is it, Ikey? I hear the sound of rushing water just ahead. A lot of it. But I didn't bring my swimsuit. Rushing water? According to the map, there's a large river up ahead. That must be what you hear. This is unnatural. Warped. It is not the sound of a normal river.
Oh? General little Ikey boy.
Yes?
We've got trouble.
Okay.
What? The road ahead is blocked by water.
But I didn't bring a swimsuit.
Aww. Little Ikey boy doesn't want to swim. Perhaps a local river has flooded. Perhaps a local river is flooded. The whole region is soaking wet.
Is the road completely impassable?
No, sir. We can move forward, but the water has turned the ground to mud. Me and the other hive mind soldiers are really stressed out about it.
Uh-oh.
The water's still floating at a tremendous rate, sir. This is gonna cut back our speed dramatically.
This is the work of Dane. They thought to impede our progress in order to gain some time for themselves. They've succeeded.
Oh dear. Blast! I'm here again. I exist. Is there nothing we can do?
Well, if they were able to flood the river only when we approached, there must be floodgates in the area. So if we can close them, we'll shut off the flow of the water, right? That makes sense. Let's start looking for the gates. Hey,
What's that? Can you speak up a little bit? Sorry, yeah. It's a little hard to, it's a little slurry, but I can read it, but thank you, yes. What's that? Hey, if you're looking for something, leave it to me. I am the Hawk King's eyes, after all.
What do you mean?
These peepers of mine can see for miles and miles. They're quite Miles Edgeworth. They're quite handy. It would be a shame not to use them.
Is that some Lager's power? You're a hawk with the eyes of a hawk?
Yes. Good job, little Ikey boy.
I'm smart.
It beats your fantastic wit. My eyesight isn't a racial ability, it's just my own natural talent. Heck, my pal Oki has ears that can hear grass growing on the other side of the country.
I see. I wasn't aware the grass made noise.
Me either.
The job's yours. Do you think you can find the floodgates?
I just look for some openings with a lot of water pouring out, right? Yeah, I can handle that.
Did we find them?
His wing looks weird. Oh, cutscene, cuts. What?
Okay.
We got stuck on a rock. We're stuck on... Okay, there we go.
We're free at long last.
Free from rock. Also, hello, viewer 1 and 2 Chan. Though viewer 1 might be me, since I'm watching the stream to make sure it's all silky smooth. Which it is right now. Good for us. There's him.
What's your dad doing?
The Crimean army is here. All troops, combat formations, hit them fast and hard. We can't let this battle drag out, because it's totally gonna flood. So, yeah.
So those are the floodgates. If we can get them closed, the water will recede in about 12 hours or so. Alright, let's get going.
Okay, battle time.
Turn off him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Turn on her.
So how are you doing on this lovely day?
I am doing good. Miss wants to come play and show this to the Nia.
Yes. Toot-a-roo. Everything look good? Oh, you're checking something on not... Oh, okay. You're checking a document. I can see that you're checking a document. I don't know what it's for. I'm guessing it's for, like, the connections? The how people can connect or something? Is that what it's for? It's too small. I can't see what's on the document. I just see that you've opened a Word document.
I see.
Yeah. Because I don't have the stream up big because I want to see the chat more than I want to see the stream. So I just have it open as a tiny little window so I can see that it's, like, moving okay.
Yep. Alright, I needed to figure out who could turn on and off. Alright, here we go.
Okay. Here we go!
Fight time.
Time for fight.
We have 20 turns to arrive before we lose.
Is there mud? Is that a thing that actually affects gameplay? Oh, 5 viewer 2, Sean.
5 viewer 2, John. Let's zoom out.
Oh yeah, it's, well, whatever. This is normal for us.
This is snowfield. Tree. Snowfield.
It moves smoothly, but the graphics, they are blocky.
Boom.
They do a thing.
Of course they do, that's their job.
Yes. I mean, it's not... In a perfect world, they would be smooth and also look good.
What? Who?
The stream is smooth, like it moves the way it should move. But the graphics get all blocky and stuff.
Good that.
Probably because the
Video
bitrate
right
is
here.
low, question mark?
What?
I don't know.
His turn.
General, how long are the floodgates to remain open?
Try again.
No. Okay. General, how long are the floodgates to remain open?
Until the Crimean army has been defeated.
Sir, if we wait that long, all of the neighboring farmland will be drowned. The locals are already quite upset. They may not abide with this much further. They're gonna fight us too, I guess. General!
Enough. Soldier. If you got the time to be battleaching, take your butt out to the battlefield and kill some Crimean soldiers.
Yeah, if you're tired, go do a murder. Captain Har, do you support this action? This is inhumane. Lives will be ruined, Dane citizens will die. Even if we claim that it's necessary in order to achieve victory, this is too much.
This is Dane's way. Are you ready to disobey the king and be put to death for your troubles?
Yeah, do it. I would rather die than kill innocent Dane civilians.
If you're executed as a traitor, your parents and siblings will also pay. Are you still prepared?
This sucks.
Now do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Go! Fight bravely!
Game sucks. Yes, sir. To gain the trust of the king, we must become cruel and heartless. Like that thing from Kingdom Hearts that we're gonna turn into little shadow bug things.
Oh, little shadow bug things.
Yes.
I had a dream about those. They were having a tea party.
Oh, okay. That's nice. First hunting and executing the Legas, and now flooding the lands. These people call home.
Generation, if someone hears you use the word Legas in this country, you'll be branded a traitor.
That's right. You are required to be racist in this land. You're right as always. To live in this land where Legas prejudice is so virulent.
Virulent.
We've
Nice
had to
word
steal
choice.
away. What?
Nice word choice.
Thank you. We've had to steal away everything we know and teach our children to hate all subhumans. All that just to survive here.
It's astronauts' fault this country has become what it is today. Oh, what a terrible miscalculation we've made. Even so, I hated the idea of furthering the corruption of the Imperial Senate. I will continue to support your reasons for leaving Bennion.
I wonder if Jill has distanced herself from the Crimean forces. Nope,
I did give her a warning.
she has not. Above all, I would like to avoid meeting my daughter in combat.
I pray that she does not take to the field this day. Knowing her temperament, talking with you would only increase both of your sorrows.
I have but one favor to ask you.
Say it and it will be done.
Do not fight today.
Huh?
Only one side can win a battle. If we are defeated in the end, I want you to care for the survivors and their families.
Yes, so, Commander Shihira.
Commander, it's been many a long year since you last called me that.
May the fortunes be with you. Through all that's happened, it's been an honor to serve with you.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
I don't want to fight anyway. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna go die. Bye.
Pokey coming. You tried to poke McShooty. How dare you?
Yeah.
Here they come.
Here they come, here they come, here they come, here they come, here they come. You can't hear this little, like, gnawing, tearing sound, can you?
Gnawing and tearing of your soul? Nope.
No, not of my soul, of a paper bag.
Of your soul trapped inside of a paper bag? Nah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my soul is trapped inside of a paper bag, which is being gnawed on and ripped apart by Coco the rabbit.
Why?
Because rabbits really like paper products.
Oh, well, Kitty's gonna eat this guy.
Okay, but what if she ate a paper bag instead?
Then she'd probably die.
She hungers not for paper
No.
bags, only for human flesh. Oh, I'm sorry, only for Bayork flesh.
Bayork flesh.
Yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy, Bayork flesh. Who is my strongest dude? Not you. Not
Did they
you.
ever mention what the species name is in Three Houses? Are they also Bayork?
They're human. What are you talking about?
Okay, I don't... Wait. Okay. I just wondered if there was something like this in Three Houses, where it's like the.
There's only one species in Three Houses.
Okay.
As far as I remember.
Okay.
Was there more than one species in Three Houses?
Don't think so. I mean, the mounts, but that doesn't count. Coco, you're so silly. She got behind her cage.
Why?
Because, I don't know, she likes to go back there and squeeze into a tiny place. I'm gonna get up for 1 second, I'm gonna make sure she's not in any trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. Yeah, because I didn't know if there was a wire in her way, like if there's a wire within her reach, because those are the rabbits will eat wires, and they could get hurt by wires by trying to eat wires.
Oh.
Yeah. So you gotta be real careful that there aren't any of those in their reach.
Poke.
So all of my wires and stuff are elevated.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Look, watch bow. Finish him off. Boink. Oh.
I really need to do the whole mascot thing, because or just continue the bit where it's like, haha, our mascot, but will never show up on the channel.
Mascots will never show up on the channel?
Stop that.
Alright. Go the likey boy.
Go little likey boy.
More speed. I love speed. Speed is best stat.
Yes, because it allows you to attack twice if you have enough of it.
Yes. Good job. You're figuring out how this game works.
I know, only like 12 streams in or something.
Well, not just 12 streams in, because that's the way it worked in Three Houses as well. So, however many streams of that you watched, however many episodes of that you watched as well.
A lot. There was a lot of it. I don't remember exactly. Oh, Coco's silly. Whenever she decides to get out of there, I'll have to get up for a moment too to block off her passage back in.
Why? What did she like being in there?
Good point. Good point. I don't know. Guess I won't then. Yeah. Alright, what do we...
But now, I'm just trying to figure out... What's next?
Fighting. Okay.
Actually, I don't know if fighting's next or not. Maybe fighting is not next. Maybe next is not fighting. Yeah, next is not fighting. You were wrong. Hang on, Shannon. Shannon. Use your bow.
I'll be back. Give me a sec. Yeah, okay. Here I am.
Here we go. Watch out, Stefan. Ow.
Yeah, Stefan, what are you doing?
Here they come. That one wants to fight Kitty. Meow meow meow.
Meow
Roar.
meow meow meow.
Meow 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 meow.
Giant dragon versus cat. Who will win?
Cat.
I mean, neither yet, but eventually cat. So you did you answer me? Is there mud? Is that like a, no, snowfield?
I did answer. Yeah, I said it was all snowfield.
Yeah.
But I showed you it was all snowfield. I didn't actually say. No, I said, look, I said snowfield, 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 snowfield.
Right. Well, now I see that. Before I did not, because I am really good at paying attention.
I see. That's good.
Yeah,
It would be disappointing if you weren't.
I know. Oh, okay, there it goes. Stream was lagging for me for a second. But that, I think, is a me problem and not a you problem.
Okay.
Actually, I know it's a me problem, not a you problem.
Here we go.
Here we go! Here we go!
We're gonna kill this guy now.
Mario!
4. Watch out, Soren. Good job. And he's down.
soaring. He's flying. There is not a star in heaven he can't reach. If he's trying, yeah, he's breaking free. There he goes. He broke free. He did it.
Well.
So many battles. So little time. Actually, no, there's plenty of time. But still so many battles.
I'll send you over here. Biggest threat of these two, actually. Honestly.
What was that?
Biggest threat of these two. 3, 4.
Okay.
13, 16. Okay.
Jerkwad bow. I forgot that was named that.
I did that really because he gave Ralph something called, I gave him one called Jerkwad bow because he gave Ralph something called, Ralph's bow.
Oh, okay, so Rolf gave him Jerkwad's bow. Because that's his name, I guess. Ooh! Powerful boy.
There we go.
Powerful boy with a powerful bow. Good job, Shinon. Alright, time to kill those dragons.
Kill the dragons, yes, that's the plan.
Kill the dragon. Oh yes, I'm still in this game, occasionally.
14 defense. 8, 16. That's 16. Oh. Oops. That's why. That's going there. 15.
You can do it. You can do the thing and win the points. And beat the war.
1938.
Like you're
Go.
incredible. Do it.
Farewell.
Fare thee
Live
well.
to see the other side.
Go to your death. Oh, that wasn't a very good level up.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I was not looking at that.
Yeah, I know you said you weren't paying attention to that anymore, but I still am.
I see.
And I'm gonna comment on it every time that it's bad. Why? Eh. Little Ikey boy. Your outfit was better before. Please change.
Well, I love his new outfit.
I mean, it looks cool, but I like the red and the blue and the red. You know?
I guess.
It looks like that primary color contrast. But, I don't know. I think I like that one a little better. But this one looks cool as well.
Hmm. 14, 8, 16, 24, 24. Here.
Just start meditating during the during the stream. Dragon versus kitty.
There we go.
Oh, dragon misses. Kitty will be victorious, yo. I'm a... Words. How does one words? I do not know.
Okay, now, next.
Yes, next.
Nephany will poke. Just go down here.
Okay, do it, Nephany. Give him a poke. Give him a poke.
Let's just do stabby stab.
He's a big old pokeable target.
Stabby stab!
Stabby stab.
Watch out!
Ow. Eh.
Fall. Minion of the sea.
Wait, minion of the sea?
Okay.
What? Is that not what you said? What did you say?
I said whatever popped into my head.
Okay.
It may or may not make any
fair.
logical sense.
That is, that it's fair enough. It's the streamer brain. It's the streamer brain. Just like word associations. Here we go.
Farewell to you, Mr. Dead Man.
Mr. Deadman! Dead me a dead. Boom, 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 boom. Make it the deadiest. Hand card door head. Hook hand card door. Hook hand card door. Oh.
Okay, I'm picking up
Penny
one.
for your thoughts.
I need to give her the spear to you. You need to guide forward.
A penny for thoughts is awfully cheap. Maybe I want to charge more for my thoughts. Nah, they're not worth more than a penny.
Go. Okay.
Go, Titania. Ooh, nice. Good job. So many dragons disappearing.
Experience resistance.
Yep. So she will die less. That's good. I mean, hopefully one dies zero amount. But dying less is good.
Now they can only attack Leaf and Titania and leave my squishy mage and my squishy archer alone.
Good. Good. Your gambit has paid off. Your elite stratagem.
Well, we don't know if it pays off until I am dead or not.
Oh. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Bye-bye. You just made me break my spear, you jerk. I hope you
Yeah,
like being
that's
dead.
right. How dare you break my spear with your dead body?
Oh, wait. I forgot you did a critical hit, so now spear is broken.
Ah. How dare you make me break my spear with my not dead body? With your not
And
dead
now
body.
he's gonna shoot me that I have no spear to fight back with. Jerk.
Alexa Siri.
Wow. I'm doing great, but she's doing pretty great at dodging today. Go to Titania.
Yeah. Is Titania dodging or is it the horse? It's
This is the horse. It should hit the horse. Alright. Alright. Everybody fall back.
There are houses to go to. Can you like get stuff from them, or is it not because you're in enemy territory? They'll.
You can always get You can always get houses from the inside of faces.
Okay.
Here, we're just kind of busy right now.
Yeah, I can
dead.
see that. I can see you're trying not to die, and I respect that. You know, I understand your plight and respect it.
Here they come.
I was just making an observation. I was like, oh yeah, houses.
I keep trying
Those
to
are a
get.
thing that can exist on boards.
I keep trying to get to those houses. I'm trying to do right now.
Mhm.
These guys are all probably gonna want to attack Soren.
And then he'll be flying. See, is one with the wind of windy attack.
22.
Soren is an airbender.
21. And 18. 61 take away. I think I'm fine. Okay.
Okay, good. I'm sure you'll do alright.
Actually, if I do this. I should be even better. And then...
Yeah?
this.
Mm-hmm.
And put him there. Here we go.
Alright. They cannot attack you.
They cannot attack.
They can. That guy is totally attacking you. Ow.
Yeah.
But you
Some of them can hit me.
die.
I'm trying to balance it out so that they can't, you know, all attack the same guy.
That's smart. You're a smart gamer.
Meow.
Meow. And you're a smart kitty, Leaf.
Alright. Ow.
Ah. You did 3 damage. Ow. Ow.
Okay, good. It's almost time to advance, I suppose.
Advance. Forward to victory. Victory against the red scum of Dane.
Alright. We
All
are
my
the same
friends.
unit type, but I'm stronger than you.
All my homies hate Dane. Even the people in Dane seem to not be super into it, or at least some of them.
You forgot who they are, didn't you? No, it said they're not technically Dane.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair.
They're from Begnian, and they're trying to live, and they left Begnian because they wanted to be honorable men, and so they moved to Dane, which is not honorable. It would be like somebody wanting to be honorable, so they moved from Poland to Nazi Germany.
Oh no!
And I mean, like, you know what? We're not being honorable here either.
Why would Portland be unhonorable, though?
I said Poland because when I think of Nazis, I also think of Poland for some reason.
Oh, Poland. I thought you said Portland. Like Portland, Oregon? And I was very confused. I'm like, what's so bad about Portland?
Probably read too many books about Poland. I used to read all kinds of books about, World War II. I think a lot of them took place in Poland for some reason.
Yeah. I'm half Polish. I take offense to it. I don't actually, but I am half Polish.
And Poland did nothing wrong, but when I thought of Nazi Germany, I also immediately thought of Poland, so I said it because that was the only one to come into mind. I don't think
Yeah. Well,
that
was one of the, like, inciting things was invading Poland, yeah?
I think so.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a big part of it, but, yeah, my ancestry comes from over in that area, like Poland.
Let's give this Archer a bad hair day.
Poland, Belarus, or Russia, or just Russia, and shoot, what's it called? The one that has Romania, and there was one other that I forget what it's called, but whatever. But all the people got out before. Yeah, none of my at least direct family was like captured or anything. They all made it to America before anything happened to them.
Oh.
Mhm. One of my great grandparents, great grandparents or great grandparents, probably great grandparents. Like faked his papers to get into the U.S. Yeah.
One of my ancestors was a French aristocrat.
Neat.
During the time of the French Revolution.
Neat.
But they did not.
Oh wait, that's bad. It got killed probably.
No, that's why we're not in France.
I see.
Because they got out and ran away.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Clickwatch bow.
Yeah.
Ooh, you can do it. Alright. So I'm with boss, you know. I am a jerkwad.
I'm super
Everyone
proud
knows
of
it, and I embrace it with all my pride and dignity.
Yeah. I guess so. Alright,
The power
let's
of
see if you level
jerkwad
up well.
is intense.
Oh yeah, that's a good level up.
He done it off.
I like Rolf's design. He's cute. He's a cute little character.
He's also the wrong age.
Yeah.
Meow.
He doesn't
Yeah.
really look his age.
Alright,
And
miss.
also his
Kill the
stuff
kitty.
doesn't match. His various appearances don't match.
Heal. No! You need to heal the kitty. What are you doing? That's shin on you, dum-dum.
Oops. Haha, oopsies. Silly me. I pointed towards the cat, but then the healing just went to Shinon.
No, because you're not standing anywhere near the cat, are you, miss?
Oopsies! I meant to walk over there, but instead I just stayed where I was.
So I was her, the cat. And no, she moved. She just moved to the wrong place.
Oopsies! I meant to move to the cat, but I moved over to Shinon instead, because he's so cool with his jerkwad bow that I just had to get a closer look. And then I healed him.
Die.
Ooh.
You are
Good
totally
job.
like 16 at least, love.
This portrait looks 10.
I think he's, yeah, well, I think he's supposed to be a little small for his age. I think he's supposed to be like 11 or 12.
Oh, okay.
Not 16, though.
Not 16, though. That is not the face of a 16-year-old.
You made it.
We did it! We got to
Hold
help.
it. Hold it, youngster. Who do you think you are? You can't just come barging into people's homes. Let me tell you something. You can ransack my home all you want, but you'll find nothing of value here. All the young men have been dragged off to war, and all that's left are women and children. If it's good, you have to take that girl on the ground there. Maybe you'll just sell it. It's something I picked up, so I don't know if it has any value, but take it anyway, you dirty thief. Ooh,
Thank
smite.
you, ma'am.
That's really good.
I am a dirty thief.
I'll probably give it to Kitty. If
Okay.
I can. Now, what is smite, you ask? Wait, no, you don't ask? Well, I will tell you anyway.
Okay.
Smite is like shove, except you can push them 2 squares instead of 1.
Ooh.
Super useful. And the only people who naturally have it are the tigers.
Cool.
So you can have like normal kitties and you have the tiger ones, they can use smite.
Just give him a shove.
Okay? Now, who here has most defense? That's the question.
Heavy
Little
armor?
Ikey boy?
Oh, of your guys. I was like,
Wow.
of the enemies, probably
Little
the one
Ikey boy
with
has
heavy
an
armor.
insane amount of defense.
Good job, little Ikey boy. It's to defend himself from his feelings.
Alright, Ikey boy. You know what to do. Let's go.
No, I don't know what to do. It's okay, little Ikey boy.
They're
Just
all
kill.
fully healed, so they can all take 1 hit, so I'm not concerned about that. Actually, you know what? I bet it's not take 2 hits. What's your speed? Your speed is 17.
Just never
Wow.
stop killing, and everything will be okay. And if someone tells you you're wrong, kill them too.
17.
And thus, little Ikey boy went on a murderous rampage throughout the entire land of Dane. Oh, I'm so sorry. And thus, a little Ikey boy went on a murderous rampage through all of Dane. None survived at his hand.
Aww.
And then the kingdom of Crimea moved in there, and they were a global superpower. And
You almost forgot to kill this guy. Joey.
and then they ruled the world with an iron fist until the Nagas came and also killed them, the little Ikey boy. And they were like, come on, man. What are you doing? You were cool
No critical
just a
hits,
little
please.
while ago.
Ha, good.
And little Ikey boy was like, yeah, but I'm evil now. Mwaha, haha. And then killed the Legis too, until enough of them piled their bodies on top of him to crush him. The end.
Uh-oh.
Crush his body with their corpses.
I am not a Lega, you jerk!
Did you like my story, V?
No.
Aw.
Why did you make Ike a bad guy?
I thought it would be an interesting twist. Why did you make Ike a good guy?
Because I thought it would be an interesting twist.
Oh, I see. We have similar motive.
Watch out!
Behind you, Night Trap. Oh yeah, we should totally play Night Trap. Not actually.
What is a night trap?
It is. Didn't I tell you about this? It was a game that that they did the game rating system because of.
Oh.
That they had live actors and there was like a pillow fight or something, or like a girl had like her shirt off or something, and they were like, "We got to create a rating system now."
I see.
Yeah, and you gotta lay traps to
Catch the girl without her shirt off? On?
Yeah, that's the one. No, you're trying to protect the girls.
Ralph got one more skill. He hits a little better now.
Good job, Ralph. We're all very proud of you.
Are we?
No. You have to protect the girls from, there's like these little monster dudes, which the monster dudes are actually really hilarious because it's just guys in suits.
Oh.
In weird like form, little monster suits or something. It's really goofy looking. And you like open trap doors underneath them, and that's the game.
That sounds interesting. Was it for like Super Nintendo or something? Or was it before that? How old
Let
is
me
it?
look that up, actually. I don't know what system it was for. I feel like I should know what system it was for, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Night
Look, watch
Trap.
bow. Attack.
Oh, it's a Sega CD.
Oh.
But wait, what? Sega CD, Nintendo Switch? It's on the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Oh, that's really funny though.
Why?
I don't know. Just I'm not sure why I find it funny, but I do.
Okay.
I guess I just feel it like feels a little weird to play really old games on a really new on a new system.
Huh. It's probably on the eShop. They have all kinds of old things on there. In fact, they had way more. How come you're never using Acer? Like, what's the problem? Huh? You need to use Acer more. I need to use Acer more.
Okay. Well, you don't get to choose that, do you? You don't get to influence that at all. It's just a random chance, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could ask him to, but I don't think it's gonna do much.
5. A few level 5 units. Level 5 unit will poke this guy.
The other thing about Night Trap is it's almost impossible to beat without like a guide.
Oh.
You have to be so specific about what you do.
sounds annoying.
Yes, very. I don't actually recommend playing it.
Have you played it before?
No, but I have watched someone else play it, and they lost really badly, and then they used a guide, and I think they still lost, even with the guide, and then they just gave up.
Ah.
Yeah.
Today is a windy day. For
Day for a win.
night.
Yes.
Die. Critical hit.
Ooh, critical.
That did
I was like,
45
when's he doing
damage.
his little spin? That's because that's his critical.
And now he stands supreme above the rest. And got one magic.
Oh, Soren. Soren, what are you doing? That wasn't a good level up. Please do
Okay.
better. Now it's my turn. Here I go. I did it.
And he's dead.
Yay. The ultimate mage. Or whatever.
This level is almost defeated. Forever and ever and ever.
20 turns arrive? What does that mean?
If we don't make it to the boss within 20 turns, it's game over.
Okay.
20 turns to arrive means 20 turns to arrive, basically.
Oh, you have 20 turns to arrive. Okay. Got it. I'm like, it's not that I didn't understand the concept of, like, I mean, it's just weird wording, you know? But I guess they didn't want to take up too much space.
If you say so.
It word. I don't know. Just trying to think about things to say.
Let's come over here. They're
I'm
coming to
pretty
us
head
next.
empty, you know? Good job, Mist.
Okay. I can advance.
Advance! Now kill!
With an iron blade.
With an iron blade.
Oh, there we go. C4 health again.
Good job!
He listened when I told him he needed to do that more often.
I guess so. There's no other explanation.
Wow.
Good job. Good job, though, Ikey boy.
Bye bye.
What
Okay.
did you get?
Shine. It's a light magic move. But the only person in this entire game who can use any light magic is this.
Ah. Well. He's not even here, so.
I mean,
Okay.
he's here. He is here.
Where is he? I don't
He's
see
sitting
him.
in the camp sipping tea.
I see, I see.
Get him.
Man, so many of the same people just go out to fight, and everyone else is like, I think I'll take a nap.
Uh-huh.
They're like, why did I even join this army if I'm not gonna fight? I'm just traveling with people.
Well, technically they are fighting.
They're
just not.
fighting their hunger?
No, no. According to the story, they are fighting. They're just not in the front lines. They're more back
Got
line, small battles stuff. They're not like leading the charge.
Got it. But according to the gameplay,
You
They
filthy
don't.
criminal, get out, get out. There's nothing in the shelter that would make you happy. Dude, I'm not criminal in any way, shape, or form. I'm a desertian.
Desertian? Yummy,
Oh, so you don't
yummy.
even need to get something, is that it? Well, take this old staff. Now hit the road. In that last skirmish with my boy, my only son, you stole his life, Kushu. I hope you're satisfied. Thank you.
I am.
This is very useful.
Teleports allied units to a space near the wielder so that they can then be healed. That's cool.
No, that
Good.
they can warp away from danger if you can't run fast enough.
Oh, or that.
You can warp them like halfway across the battlefield.
Is
Oh,
there a limit to the teleportation, or?
It's half your magical length, so
Okay.
like, oh, more. Uh-oh.
More.
So like Mist could only warp them. Okay, he's much better. So he can only warp them from 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. Over here? So he can go diagonal, I think. No, you can't move diagonally by them. Yeah, but like way over here. You can warp them way over here right next to him. You can warp them like halfway
Cool.
across the battlefield. Okay, now.
That is useful. You can only use it 3 times, though.
Yeah.
I guess it could be kind of broken.
That's how I say. Otherwise it would be good. Otherwise it would be OP.
Snowfield. Soon it will be mud slush field.
1530. I think you're gonna have to. You can go here. No? Okay, fine. Ultimate Mage, go.
Yeah. Here I go. Ugh, what a pain or whatever.
Bam.
There we go. Now you're dead. Yay.
The power of the Ultimate Mage is the ability to survive. Danganronpa.
Yeah, even though I have no idea why I did, I totally did. Probably should have died a while before getting to the end. But whatever.
Maybe she was the guy's favorite character.
Maybe.
I mean, he is the only one who survived besides Gucci and... Okay. And poke. And
Boop.
poke.
And one more. And
Oh,
dead.
wow.
He might be a jerkwad, but he is effective.
Okay. Who is the most injured here? You are. Here.
Heal.
I look like you boy. Advance.
Charge.
Charge, likey boy, charge.
Charge, little leggy boy. That's a big sword.
There we go.
Oh, there he goes. He
Yeah,
done did
he's
it.
supposed to do that a lot. That's why I was getting annoyed he hadn't done it yet.
Oh, okay. I'm betting that's a move in Smash Brothers? That seems flashy enough that it would be a move in Smash Brothers.
Everybody, wait over here for the spawning units to come get us. We still have 10 turns, we're fine. End turn. Here they come. Here they come.
Here they come.
Here they come.
Oh Lord, they coming.
Here they come. Here they come.
Ow. Not ow, but it
Here
showed
they
up
come.
an ow.
Hi there.
Hey, what's up? Eh. And again.
He missed half of it. Wow. He missed the healing portion of the attack.
Aw.
I forgot he doesn't hit. He doesn't automatically hit with both. Okay.
Alright.
Here they come. Here they come.
We will, we will.
Here they come.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, they coming.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So now come over here. 1428. Go. Face the jerkwad and his bow, you magic using twerp.
Do it.
Oh. I'm not as fast as I thought I was.
Oh no.
Better watch out for these guys.
They do not possess the power.
Here we go. Eat my longbow. Yeah, here it's high in
I ate it.
nutrients.
It was high in nutrients. Good, now you'll grow up to be big and strong.
Over here. Over here.
And that's a building, and that's a tree, and that's a snowfield. Yes, very good, Ike.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I never found it. I should have it by now.
What?
This ring that allows me to put. There's a ring that gives the attack and the move ability to someone who's holding it, but I don't have it. I wonder why not. I don't. I missed it somewhere.
Maybe it was hidden somewhere and just.
Yeah, I missed it somewhere. Should have it by now, but I wonder where. That's interesting.
Want me to look that up?
Okay. Because I missed it. I'm sure I should have it by now. It's called like the Night Band or something.
Called? What?
It's called like the Night Band or something.
Night band?
Yeah.
Like with a K or like a day night?
These are nights. This is an upgraded night. The unit is called the Night. It's a Night Band.
Okay.
See? Type.
Night band has a Radiance.
Enter and let them come.
Okay, the Night Band is an equipment item exclusively in this game. When equipped, it will grant its bearer 5% boost to their growth rates in strength and defense.
Oh, that's not it then. I know what that thing is.
Mm-hmm. Any other ideas of what it's called? Night Ward? Nope. Okay. If you think of it, I'll keep the Google page up, and if you think of what it is, let me know.
We gotta get these people out of here. You're too close. Too close.
Okay. Kitty will eat. Nom 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 nom.
Too close.
Delicious dragon meat.
I'm gonna run out of time. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I mean, you still have 8 more turns. Is that really not gonna be enough time?
Not if I run away.
I see. Then I guess don't run away. I know, sage advice from me.
I was running away, but I can't run away. I don't got time to run away. Oh no. But there's so many wyverns to fight on this one turn.
I don't know. Is it possible to only send some of them forward and some of them run away?
No, because there are wyverns on both sides of me.
Oh.
They hemmed me in.
Classic tactic of war.
Here we go.
We have to move forward. Little Ikey boy didn't bring his swimsuit.
Little Ikey boy didn't bring the swimsuit. You must all die.
Yeah. It's as simple as that.
Go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
Are you dead?
No.
You didn't. Okay. Go! Ultimate mage!
Go.
Drunk thunder!
Go.
Good job.
Critical hit when it's not necessary at all.
Isn't that always the case?
What?
The critical hit when it's not necessary?
Yeah. Well, here goes. Come on, man. Critical hit, please. I need a critical hit today. Thank you.
Good job.
No, it's not always.
Yeah.
It's not always the case that critical hits only come when you don't need them.
Case in point, just now. You sure showed me.
Okay, go.
Get him.
Watch out to have it in. Good job.
Good job.
Wham! Just usually when you don't need them.
Yeah, just usually. But not all the time. Sometimes they're good.
1, G13, G15. Okay, that's fine. Now.
You're doing it.
Maybe, maybe not. Still too early to tell.
Okay. It looks good from here.
Yeah, he can hit someone. Can he kill anyone in one hit though? How are my guys doing?
Just keep missing enemies, and we just keep hitting criticals.
Feel that? And
Okay.
wait, you. What can you do?
Insect meet and greet. Insect meet and greet.
25. Oh, you only once. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Oh yeah, the biorhythm's a thing that you don't pay attention to.
I don't.
Oh, bye.
Coward. Oh yeah. Devin
Yee.
emerges victorious.
How is it, Devin?
Good. Devin's
Pretty good. Good.
Alright. No, he can keep
Alright.
going.
Let's do it. And that guy ran away. So we have one less guy to worry about.
Keep going. Going.
Mm-hmm.
If I can go. Go up to 10. Ah. 10 like that.
Ah!
Come over here. Kill him.
Ow. Oh man, you killed me, dude. I'm dead now.
Heal him.
Heal. Or whatever. Here we go. Advance! 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 Auto parts.
What?
Advance auto parts. It's a commercial that plays on YouTube a lot.
Oh.
For me. Yeah. They're not a lot, but, you know. Enough for me to word associate that.
What plays a lot for me is State Farm.
Yeah. I'll do it. They're like, hey, could you use some insurance?
State Farm has a really funny commercial though.
Which one?
Well, they were funny the first 5 times I saw them out of 200.
Yeah, that's how most things go. It's like, ha, that's funny, and then eventually you're like, mm-hmm. I get it. I understand.
The whole running gag about people trying to bribe him for giving them deals.
Oh yeah, I know the one with like, he gives it at the butcher.
There were like
Gives them-
6 different versions.
Mm-hmm.
There's the bee one, and the pizza one,
Mm-hmm.
and a few others, and you're like, ha, that's funny, and you're like, ha, that's funny, and then you're like, nah.
Meh. Meh. Mm-hmm.
5?
Have we robbed the people over here yet? I don't think we have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to go to this guy.
Okay.
I can shoot up there, but I can't. Steal an axe up the hill. That's interesting.
That's strange. Well, I guess shoot up the hill then. Gamble?
Yeah, it makes me that much less accurate, but doubles my critical hit chance.
Oh.
When you have a killer bow, that's when that's the most effective.
I see.
I mean, why not?
Okay. Go for it.
Well, that paid off.
Did it. That it sure did.
Good job, bro.
Nice going, McShooty.
Let's get you out of there. That
I
guy,
like that mechanic too, where you just sort of pick someone up.
yeah, they took that. They took both. They took that completely out of the houses. I don't know why. That's the first game where it doesn't have that mechanic in it.
Just like, don't worry, buddy. I'll carry you.
It's not so much that you're being carried, it's that you're just being protected.
Oh, okay. I like my version better.
Well, when they have like a mount, like a horse, then you just pull it onto the horse, but otherwise you're protecting them.
I like to imagine that they're just carrying them over their shoulder. It's like, they're like kind of knocked out, and guys are like, they're like flopping against their bodies a little bit as they run.
Only have 5 turns left. We gotta move forward, guys.
Yep. I would ask to see a game over for this, but it's probably not that exciting, and you'd have to do this whole thing over again.
It just says game over. It doesn't have like a cool cutscene or anything.
Oh, boo!
Plus, you've seen it before.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Plus, you've seen it before.
I know, but I didn't know if it had, because the thing is gonna flood if it had a cool cutscene because of that.
Oh no.
Okay, well, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Oh. Okay.
I wanted to see the town flood.
This guy has a lot of HP and a lot of defense, so the only way to kill him is to use magic that goes right through his massive freaking armor.
Yeah. Wind gets
Goodbye.
inside your armor, because otherwise it wouldn't be breathable. And you would stink a lot. You already stink a lot. You would stink more.
Alright, come here. Shoot him with a normal. This is your normal bow. Okay. Kill him, I guess. If you feel like it.
If you feel like
I am
it. You feel like
Shina. Hear me roar. Let me shoot you. For a moment I thought he wasn't gonna attack twice. And I was like, that's lame. Then he actually did.
You had to think about it for a moment.
This is so close to leveling up.
Oh.
Okay.
Unless we totally mess around, I don't think we can mess this up. I think it's gonna be a win.
Okay.
We're at least gonna get there. I don't know if the guy's like really, really hard, but it's not gonna be a problem getting there.
Who's he gonna attack? Oops. Miss!
Missed!
Who?
Okay. Good job. Good job, Mist. You did it. You didn't die. Now everybody attack.
Ooh.
How dare you attack Mist? She's our group
How
mom.
dare you attack Mist?
How
You'll
dare
be
you?
stabbed forever. Eh.
Eh. That didn't kill you.
No, but this will.
Yeah.
That is 4 damage. That's 14 damage. That is 16 damage. Sorry, this one, even though that's a bit of an overkill. The other ones aren't strong enough. Mick. Shooty!
Make sure.
Critical hit!
Totally unnecessary critical! Good job.
I cannot reach. Miss, who needs to be healed
Once
still?
this battle is over, I'm going to take a very short break to
Get life.
take care of something. But I will wait until we are finished with this battle to get up for a moment.
Alright. Relax, go. Fall. Ow. Doesn't matter, you die. Critical hit.
You're already dead! You just don't know it yet.
You are a
But
god.
now you do.
You just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a movie quote.
Yep. I'm sure it is. I don't recognize it right away.
It's not from that pop famous movie.
Oh. Mm. Eh.
So it's
Shove.
not surprising you don't recognize it. It's called Dragonheart.
I see. I've not seen it.
Well, yeah. What have you seen?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, uh-oh. That's a oh, that didn't actually do that much. It looks pretty powerful, though.
Yeah, but I can resistant. Has a pretty high resistance to magic.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Onwards!
You can stop gliding. Missed now. Let's go, guys. Advance.
Advance! Auto part!
Now, Miss needs to heal someone. Miss, who you gonna heal? Well, my little kitty stand next to you.
Yeah, that would be the easiest.
Okay. Now, let's confront him. Hi. You don't know me,
Hey
but
there,
my name
how's
is
it
Little
going?
Ikey Boy.
Tomahawk? Neither of us desire drawn-out battle. Come, hold nothing back.
Okay.
Alright. As you wish. Oh. Okay. Well, just a good amount of damage.
You wanted him to do it in one hit, didn't you?
I did. That would have been really cool. But instead, he'll have to get some help.
No, we won't. He refuses to help.
Oh, okay. Then we'll just move everyone nearby and then let him attack and let Little Ikey Boy counterattack for the win?
No. Well, unless he gets another critical. He only does 6 damage with his sword.
Oh.
There we go.
Not for the win, but then this time, this next
Ooh,
turn,
more strength
will
and
be for
speed. Strength and speed together is the best combo.
So, and now for the win.
He's very resistant to bad hair days.
Oh no. But bad hair days are hilarious.
Eh.
There, have a bad
How
hair
dare
day.
you?
No, do it again. Ah, the rest is up to you. Jill. Jill, I know you're there. I bet I have really sad dialogue if Jill killed me. We did it.
That mess needs to go there, so we'll put you right there.
Okay.
Heal. Okay.
Oh, no. Now everybody get in there before the thing floods, which it's going to in just a moment.
Definitely be
Arrive. Hooray! Alright, I will be right back.
What? But the Lord wants to talk. Okay. Don't be gone too long. Well, looking at this, we're pretty close with everybody. It's not very many more turns to get everybody to be best friends. Oh yeah.
I am back.
Okay.
I hope I wasn't gone too long. General, little Ikey boy, sir, the floodgates have been closed.
Soren, what's the damage to the surrounding area? It's terrible. All the floating homes have been completely destroyed. I see.
Oh dear. I don't think this is what the enemy general wanted either. So why did this have to happen?
Because Dane is evil.
Yep. It's heartless. You know, those little shadow buggy things.
Oh, I had a dream about those guys.
Did you? I thought the other guy had a dream about those guys.
What other guy?
You know, never mind. What will happen to those who've lost their homes? Can we do anything to help them?
You want to aid the people of our enemy? That is time and energy we cannot afford. Soren, take a portion of our supplies and distribute it among the locals. What? Are you serious? Our opponent is the Dane army. We've no quarrel with these people. I know you feel for these people, but this is war. We don't have...
Do it.
I don't know what it will accomplish, Soren, but moving on without lifting a finger is something I can't do.
I understand. I'd rather regret something I had done than regret taking no action at all. I would like to help too. Perhaps I can aid the injured?
Idiocy.
Shut up, Soren. We're doing it. Did I give her, like, a southern accent or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, she has one now. Oh, Father.
Yeah, no matter what the reasons, I'm the one who took your father from you. I can't use this war as an excuse. If you want revenge on me for your father, I understand. You have that right. Once you've had some time to think things through, let me know what you will do. I'd like to have you stay with us, but it's really up to you. That's all I have to say. One, 2, 3, 5 in all. What luck could you have that many?
Captain Hart, what are we supposed to do now? General, not this again.
Shihiram?
Shihiram is dead, and our homes are gone. What are we to do with our families?
What do you want to do? We've lost any right we had to stay here. That is better near no Crimea.
General Shihiram was slain by Crimea. Joining with them now is not... It's not possible.
And all you can do is return to Bagnian. I doubt you'll get a hero's welcome, but I have an old friend, the Pegasus Knight. Shall I contact her? Her name is Tannis. I know because
okay.
Tannis specifically mentioned us during the Bagnian arc. Remember? She was like, have you ever fought Wyvern Riders before? And I was like, no, but I got the opinion that Pegasus Knights were that the Ravens were the more dangerous foe. And Tannis says, no, if you got that opinion, you're mistaken. There was a powerful band of Wyvern Riders who defected from Bagnian not too long ago and moved to Dane. Remember that story?
Yes, I remember them mentioning powerful Wyvern Riders. I don't remember the part mentioning they defected from Bagnion to Dane. Or I know that they were in Dane. I didn't remember that they were these guys.
Never actually specified until right there. I mean, the father said a couple times that they left Bagnion.
Mm-hmm.
And that they have been living in Dane for a long time now. But this is the first time they've kind of mentioned Tannis.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, in case you weren't able to realize that 1 + 1 = 2, we'll make it a little more clear. I know somebody in Bagnion. She works for the Pegasus Knights.
I don't know what was that. Math? Who can do math? Not me, man. Oh gods, 18 long years. What does any of it mean now?
Don't say that. No matter what happens, I'm proud to have served under General Shihiram.
You're right. It was an honor.
I love the Dark Knights music. Or is it Ash Knights? I'm not quite sure which. I think it's Dark Knights. No? He's not even here. Okay.
What? I'm here?
No, I said, is this the Dark Knight's music or is this Ash Knight's music? And it cut to between, and I'm like, what?
It's Patrine's music?
Maybe
I
it's
don't
just
know.
Dane music.
Yeah, I think that might be the case. Or, like, the castle.
See, that's Ina. That's the girl
Hi,
you
Ina.
completely forgot about. She's
Yep.
the tactician that she's the genius tactician that the king said Patrine had to work with. And that Patrine
Yes.
was like, at first I was very angry, but you're actually a really cool tactician, so working with you was awesome.
Yes. Well, that's that. We gained some time by flooding the river, but it won't hold them for long. I knew that foreign cur was useless. It looks like the decisive battle will be fought near the capital.
Oh, you mean in the capital?
Yes. Preparations are complete, General Patrine. In order to ease command for you, Sir Brian will serve as your deputy. Regarding strategy, it would be easiest if you spoke with him directly. Sorry to tell you this, Ina, but I'm not the one who will be directing our forces in the capital. Will it be the Black Knight, then? Plans must be adjusted slightly. I'll select someone else to act as deputy. No, not him either. His Majesty wishes you to direct the defenses, you know? Me? I am to take command of the army? That's right. You're moving up in the world, General Ina. It's too much for me. I must confirm this with the king. Ha! What a rare sight this is. I've never seen you so flustered. Listen, if you wish to meet with His Majesty, you must fulfill your duties. He's ordered that there be no communications until that time.
I'm a bit late.
Hi, Black Knight. You're breathing down my neck. Please stop. Well, if it isn't the big Black Knight. It's been such a long time. You're always so very busy, aren't you? Here one day, there the next. Your secret maneuvers are...
They are proof of the trust His Majesty has placed in me. Ina, go to the east gate. You have a visitor.
Very well. Is it the worm? Did he bring it with him?
It appears so. He insists that he give it directly to Ina, though.
As long as it is ours, it makes no difference.
When Ina returns, you will be the one to take it directly to the king. Show care that it is not unwrapped on there. That could be unfortunate.
Yep. I don't need to be told that. I know the medallion does the thing with the madness. I get it. More importantly, what will you do now?
Me? I will.
Sleep for a while.
Ina, have you been well?
Where is Liren's medallion?
Right here. Take it. Please.
It feels so heavy. And it's not all the wrapping either. Could this be the chaotic energy of an evil god?
So, you can now return to King Ashnard's side. Can you not?
No, not yet.
What do you mean?
I've been entrusted with the defense of the capital. I face the Crimean army.
No.
Thank you. You've done so much for me. But now, it's enough. Please, reclaim your freedom. There is no need for you to follow Dane's orders any longer.
And do you mean to die?
No. I cannot retreat. Even if I have to slaughter the entire Crimean army, I will return to him.
Yet he thinks nothing of you.
That matters not. The only place I belong is at his side. I will most likely never see you again. I pray for your eternal happiness.
Ina. Wait.
Forget about me. That is my final request. Farewell, Azir.
Ina. Yay!
Yay!
And they all live
Come on.
happily ever after.
The end. Oh, hello. It's my turn again, I guess. Yes. During the battle for Tal Riga.
Hey,
This
I
is
don't.
like-
Do you remember when I said that weird little house building would probably be important later because it was actually drawn in detail?
Yes, V, I do remember.
That's where we are right now.
Cool.
And if you look down and to the left, you can find the
Yeah.
spot where we fought Shinon. Can you find it?
Yes, it's covered by text right now, but
It's covered by
partially
me.
covered by text. What?
It's covered by me.
Oh, yes. In company. Yes.
No, just by me.
Yes. Little Ikey boy and the rest of his company, something something. I didn't read that last line.
I thought you did
Whenever
already.
whenever the Crimean army marches, the land becomes a battlefield. The damage is immense. Warfare and floodwaters claim homes, crops, and hope. Villagers seeking shelter and safety stumble blindly through the snow. To them, there is no doubt that the Crimeans are an invasion. However, the Crimeans have their own homeland to save.
Yay.
Focused as they are on that overriding goal, they cannot stop even to help the innocent victims of war, except they did.
Hey,
I
that
guess they're
sounds
not
like
doing
us.
that anymore.
That's what we did too.
Yes. It sounds like they're not doing it anymore after that one time. The only way they can help the people of Dane is to keep marching. The faster they reach the Dane capital, it's right over there, of Nevasa, and put an end to the war, the better for everyone.
Oh, right.
Hmm? Yeah, fade away.
Chapter 21. Without a king. This is where you
Goodbye,
thought the
king.
story was going to end.
Yeah.
For some reason. We are here at the Dane Keep. Only 3/4 of the way through the game.
Hello, guy.
What? Are you telling me that His Majesty has not yet returned?
Yes, sir. We've sent many messages, but we have yet to receive any sort of official response.
The Crimean army is on our doorstep. What is His Majesty thinking? If we want to protect the capital, we need a leader equal to one of the 4 riders. Just in case.
I'm sure the king has considered this.
Lady Ina, I don't understand how you're able to remain so calm.
Dane soldiers are the most elite warriors on the continent. In addition, our numbers are far superior to the Crimean.
And yet they march on Nevasa. This is the Dane capital. If there's any danger of it falling into enemy hands, we can let nothing stop us from protecting it. No offense, Lady Ina, but as a general, I do not feel you're capable for such a vital command.
I think you are exactly right.
Then, when this command was given to you, why did you not firmly refuse?
Do you really think that is wise, General? Would you refuse a direct order from the king? Let me tell you something that I've discovered. If we are unable to hold the capital, I do not believe the king will be all that upset. Ashnard does not hold a strong attachment to the country of Dane.
What are you talking about, do you? Do you understand what exactly it is that you are saying?
Yes,
Ridiculous! There isn't a monarch in the world who would not be moved by the loss of his own country! Such a preposterous notion is beyond comprehension!
General Kasatai. Do not avert your eyes from reality.
Reality? Ha! What reality is that? All I see is your guesswork.
Then I'm sorry, I thought you were talking.
I
Then
was.
tell me, Oh yeah, and now it's my turn. That's how conversations work?
Exactly.
Okay, here I go. Then tell me, why did the king suddenly order the invasion of Crimea?
As sanctions for that nation choosing to ally itself with those evil and treacherous subhumans.
On the surface, it would seem to be so. But doesn't the action strike you as odd? To apply sanctions properly, it would be necessary to speak with Begnion first. Begnion is the suzerain state.
Yes.
Crimea. Okay, I said that word right?
I think so.
Cool. And Crimea answers to her. We needed Begnion's leave to make a formal declaration of war. Dane's disregard for that process made us a pariah in the eyes of our neighbors, and opened us to attack from all sides. And yet, not only did the king not do this, but he chose to invade without warning. It was the worst possible strategy. Furthermore, once the king conquered Crimea through strength of arms, he seized the castle and set up residence. And now he uses it as a stepping stone for an invasion of Gallia.
Yep, so the king's now living in the Crimean castle, not the Dane one, so we have to take down all of Crimea as well as Dane.
Oh boy, so now it's like, alright, go back home. Cool, you got here and nobody's home, so go to Crimea and fight him there.
Yep.
Cool. Cool. Your princess is not in this castle, is basically what this comes down to.
The princess is with us.
Your evil king is not in this castle.
Yep. Bowser is not home.
Bowser is not home.
Which means the king's goal was never to apply sanctions, or even to defeat Crimea. If Ashnard moves against Gallia, it's easy to envision Phoenicus, Kilvas, and Goldoa joining the conflict. And if that happens, Begnion would be forced to ally itself with Dane rather than side with the subhumans. Look where that leads us. It's a continent embroiled in war. Is that not the true desire of the king?
If you consider it in that way, your words do begin to make sense, yet to accomplish that, the citizens of Crimea would have to be sacrificed. That would be an act of madness.
Let's return to the topic at hand. The king has gained himself a new castle, and I believe he considers whatever land he occupies to be his kingdom. Dane and its people are already behind him. He need not look back.
Pa, if the king wished to rule the world, he would want as much military strength as possible. To forsake even a portion of the strength he currently possesses willingly, why, it would be sheer folly.
That doesn't matter. What's important is that we recognize the chance which Dane has been given. We must stop the Crimeans here. If we do not show our king our value, we are doomed. Make no mistake about it.
This is complete lunacy.
We will receive no reinforcements. We must hold nothing back for our survival.
This, I cannot. Why is this?
Be strong. The king has provided us and the capital with one final measure. We will use it to weather this storm. However, to use it, I need you, General Kasatai. Your cooperation is imperative. If you want to win, you must trust me.
Understood. In this time, let us cling to any hope we can find. Lady, no. General Ina, I place my trust in you. Trust in me. So this is the Dane capital, eh? If we can just defeat King Ashnard, the war will be over. Ike, here you are. What is it, Nasir? Are you sure that you have enough soldiers to lay siege to the capital? Your opponent is called Mad King Ashnard, after all. Who knows the sorts of traps he has in store for you?
He may indeed have something planned. Surely they've received reports of our advancement. Yet it's so quiet.
It looks like every able-bodied man has been conscripted into the army, while women and children have evacuated the area. We're not invaders, we wouldn't lay a claim on the citizenry. There's no way for them to know that. They do know what their army is to the people of Crimea, however. If they fear they will be punished for that, I'm sure they decide to err on the side of caution.
What? What happened to the Crimean people? Surely only the soldiers were imprisoned or killed.
You truly have no idea how to rule a nation. Do you know what happens to a country that loses a war? Everything is destroyed. Homes, land, crops, everything. And the citizens, they're not even treated as human. Crimeans, especially those near the capital where Dane's presence is strongest, are treated worse than Subhum. Than Lagos.
Subhum. Very good. Why would they? That's horrible!
The people understand this, which is why they pay for protection in the form of taxes. For the lords and nobles who are charged with protecting the people, there is no greater sin than to be defeated in war. It is the ultimate betrayal of the people's trust.
By the goddess, I am a fool.
Soren, enough!
Princess, be that as it may, the majority of people want to see the royal family restored to power.
Titanea? We haven't heard anything from Crimea in a long time, and the last time we did, we were assaulted by the militia of Crimea and they tried to kill the princess.
Just trust me on this one.
So, where did you get your information from?
Shh, just trust me on this one. They believe that you will help them reclaim their old lives and restore peace.
Now is the time for us to throw down Astronaut and drive his army from Crimean soil. You're the only one who can do that. You understand?
Yes. Yes, I do. I will save the people of Crimea. This I swear.
As I've said before, I won't be turned away. If they are trapped, we just fight away through. The war ends here.
No, it doesn't. Yes, I'm with you all the way.
I hope it all goes as planned. I will do my best to make it so.
Nope. Bowser's in another castle.
There were no deaths. By
Hooray.
leave, I will excuse myself.
No death!
For experience. Do. So, Yoshi's Island. What was that reaction?
I'm scared of where this conversation is going.
We are playing Yoshi's Island, guys. We will be uploading it soon.
Oh, okay.
And Thos is very good at it. You will be amazed by how skilled she is at what she sets out to do, which is fall in every little hole on the entire map. It's really quite impressive. I'm amazed every time I see it.
I'm really good at dying.
And here we go.
Yay! Class change. Oh boy.
And here we go. I'm on a horse.
She has a horse now.
I'm on a horse. As
She's
that
on
old
a
commercial used to say.
She's a Valkyrie.
Yep.
That's cool.
She can now use swords. She has 5 strength.
Nice.
That means there is no swords you can actually do any good damage with, since everyone else is like 17.
Oh, not nice.
But you can break the system by doing this. Now I mentioned this a long time ago, how this is probably the best weapon in the game. One of the best weapons in the game. And that is because this uses magic instead of strength. So if you get missed and you give it to her and then get her sword abilities to B, that means it does 30 with one swing of that sword.
That's real good.
And Bad Hair Day with 17 strength only does 27.
That's really good.
This will only do 24. It makes her basically the strongest unit in the game. By
Go
far.
Mist. Go Mist.
24 damage. 29 damage. 27 damage. And Mist does 30 damage.
Good job, Mist.
Oh wow. But Kieran is stronger. The power of... When Kieran wields the power of upping, he has 33 damage.
My boy. My baby boy is kicking butt from
Now, I
Rabbit
gotta leave.
Afterlife.
I'm gonna be late for my meeting.
Okay, are we ending stream?
I will be gone for about an hour and a half, so probably a good idea.
Okay,
Unless you
so
want to wait an hour and a half.
I do not. So I guess this is a little bit of a shorter stream today. Bye, everybody.
We may come back and do another hour later in the day at some point, but we're not gonna shut it down for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye, everyone. Ooh, I'm gonna give all of these a Mist so she can catch up.
Oh, can I see the screen?
I guess if you want. You want to see the screen?
You know, yes, I think I would like to see the screen.
Okay, I'm giving Mist
Think that
all
would
these
be helpful.
experiments.
Okay,
See,
go, Miss, go.
with this, if you look at it, it says I have 92, so I should be able to get it up to level 2 with like 10 left over. But I can't even get to level 2 if I do it that way.
That's weird.
That's because, watch, I go up 1 and it goes up 1, you see? But if I go up 2, it skips 2, and 1, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2. But if I only do 1 at a time, it doesn't do the 1 and 2, it just does the 1. So I skip the 2.
I see. And so you just add one experience point over and over and over again.
Over and over again and again. A smile means you're happy.
This is
A smile
really
means you're
cute.
glad. Now that's not so terrible. No, that's not so bad. I'd like a cake
What's that
that's
song
cooked
from?
in a pan. Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but a cake that's cooked in a pan. What is the name of this food? Oh, pancake! Pancake! 2 was made into 1. Pancake! Pancake! Yes, I would love to have some. That's the only verse I remember, but there were several verses.
I remember it's with the 2 words together, the compound words.
Goo, goo, what happened to you? You smell like hot socks from Matthew's shoes. Goo, goo, there's just one thing to do. Find the key, catch the monster, and clean up the goo.
Okay. I don't think there's any goo, but if there is, I'll find it and clean it. Or we can get Personas to do it. He's the ultimate sweeper.
He is not a sweeper. He is a cash cow.
He can be both.
He pays someone else to sweep for him. Missed! You
then-
traitor! Those are the only times
she
I get
did-
upset by level ups.
She got 0. You could do that?
You can.
Oh no.
That's
That
why.
sucks.
That's why it doesn't bother me as much when they get something.
That sucks. Gotta level up and nothing.
Everybody, kill Ike.
Oh, I kill Ike.
See, literally, everybody
Okay,
kill Ike. This is new ability.
Okay, cool.
Now, I cannot talk to Leith yet, and so I cannot talk to Stefan.
Sad.
But Rolf can talk to Shinnon.
Yo.
Last time Rolf talked to Shinnon, Rolf gave Shinnon a bow.
Yep. Look, Uncle Shinnon. Doesn't it look like a bow now?
I guess you could categorize it as a bow, maybe, if you close your eyes.
So will you use...
No way, I don't want to die just yet. Besides, I already have my bow, which is called Jerkwad's bow.
It's perfectly fitting for you. Fine, I'll just use it myself.
Oh, for the love of... Rolf, wait!
What?
Give me the bow.
Did you change your mind?
Yeah, I suddenly got this, weird urge to take it.
Is it because I'm being, is it because I'm sad and you love me?
Yeah, let's go with that. I told there's nothing to do with the fact that you were gonna get... That's not what he's doing. That's not why he's taking it. Rolf literally just walked, he's like, this piece of bow is junk, and Rolf's like, fine, I'll use it myself. And he's like, wait, no! Give me that bow! I can't. I suddenly have a weird urge to take it away from you.
That makes no sense.
I don't want you getting yourself killed using this thing.
Please do not use it.
Thanks. See you later.
Wow, I bet Uncle Shinnon will just love my bow. It'll be his favorite bow ever. Even better than Jerkwad bow. But I want to see him fire it. I know, I'll follow him. Here I come, Uncle Shinnon.
Well, that won't end well.
No, it will not.
Anyway.
That's okay.
This goes against what I normally do, but I'm gonna need this. There we go.
Okay.
That's 3571. But that's because... It's because, as you can see, this one can be used 46 times, but this one can only be used 35.
Yes.
Because it's stronger.
That makes sense.
But I need the strongerness, because I'm going to give this to Mist, and she's a wimp.
Okay.
Let's just call it,
Rutabaga? Rutabaga. Is that how you spell rutabaga?
I don't know. It's how Mist spells rutabaga.
Okay, it's how it spells rutabaga. Rutabaga.
Well, if it was just one G, then the E would make the G say its name, so I couldn't do that.
Let's see.
Let's take the rescue, that could be useful. And then
I think it might be. Let me look it up. I mean, this is how misspells it, so whatever. But I just need to know now. It's Rutabaga.
What?
Oh no, you did not spell it. She did not spell it right.
What's wrong with the way I spelled it?
It's got the word egg in it. I hate the word egg.
Wait, rutabaga is not supposed to have the word egg in it?
No.
How's it supposed to be spelled?
It's Rutabaga.
Oh, it's baga, not beggar. Okay.
Yeah, rutabaga.
There we go.
It's spelled like rutabaga.
You
It's okay.
need
It can also be
a new
an egg.
spear. No new spears. Okay,
That's sad.
fine. Do I have any? I do. Good. Okay.
Insect meet and greet.
Now she can actually use axes.
Good
So
for her.
we'll give her the tomahawk.
Ooh, it's gold and pretty.
Okay.
And there's a truck outside my window. Goodbye, truck.
Okay. I gave Leith, because she's a kitty, and that means she's really big, the ability to smite. So now she can double push people.
Push people even further
Ooh,
via...
dagger. Good. Okay. I'm gonna go over to... Where is she? You. Give it with a knife. And get yourself a dagger.
And then consume it.
Now, these steel blades.
Mm-hmm.
All my swordsmen need a steel blade.
Okay. And you get a blade, and you get a steel blade. Everybody gets a steel blade. But steel blade, but what about stolen blade? Oh yeah, I forgot one of them was Pikachu.
Pikachu. I guess
Pikachu the sword.
Oh yeah, you can use swords now.
Good for her.
Now see,
Yep.
Constitution used to affect weight. So you'd look at the weight, your weight, and then you'd look at the weight of the sword. And if the sword weighed more than you do, like this one, it would have subtracted your speed by 4. And then you'd only have 16 speed instead of 20. Nowadays, you just look at the strength and then look at the weight. And strength is always heavier than like everything else. So basically, nothing slows you down in this game. You don't pay any attention to weight. Even though it was a big strategic point in the other game.
They were like, no, just carry whatever.
No, their thought was, you know what, your size shouldn't affect the sword you can carry, your strength should. They just didn't adjust weight properly for the amount of strength people get. But what that means is, typically, it probably wouldn't surprise you, but Pegasus Knights are typically relatively small females. So spears pretty much always slow them down a lot. Logically.
But not Marcia.
Because she has strength.
Yes.
Anyway, so basically what that means is typically when you have a Pegasus Knight and it evolves, you want to take away its spears, even though they're really good with them, and give them a sword. Because swords weigh, surprisingly, a lot less than spears. So when you take away their spears and give them swords instead, their speed is not hampered, and because Pegasus Knights are really fast, they become scary, because they went from being relatively fast while holding giant weapons to no longer having their speed hindered at all, and then they're just terrifying.
And then they go, yeah, beat things up.
But in this game, it's broken.
Yeah.
Well, not too broken. I made a mistake. I'm tempted to reset, because I made a mistake here.
Oh no, what'd you do?
I forgot to make the sword that Misty's carrying smaller, because you never pay attention to weight in this game. But she's a wimp. So, this is a really, really heavy sword.
Uh-oh.
So it takes away like half her speed. Oops.
I mean, I guess if you want to, but...
Yeah. Whatever. That's lame.
She has the Sonic Sword. She has...
You can't use that for a while.
Oh.
because she
No blue blur for her?
yeah, that's why I made it this, because she needs to be able to do a lot of damage. She needs to be able to fight to get her sword skill above it to like up to C, and then I'll use one of these to shoot it up to B, and then she can use the sonic sword. But she's at D right now, so she needs to use a normal sword. But this one's way too heavy for her. Great.
Egos are way too heavy.
Missed. You should have told me that. Now this weapon is always something that is in any game except this one, something you really have to question whether you want to give your character, because look how much it weighs.
Teen weight unit.
What that means is that in any game except for this one, no matter who you give it to, it's going to hinder their speed a lot. But in this game,
It does not.
he has 17 strength, so it doesn't negatively affect him at all. And he has 19 strength. So they're both just like, give me that giant sword 2 or 3 times my size. I can wield it without even breaking a sweat.
Heck yeah.
There we go. Let's check shop. What have we got in here? Nothing of use. Do we need anything else in here? Steel bow? Is a steel bow useful to anyone?
What was that?
I said, is a steel bow useful to anyone?
Probably.
Let's get rid of the iron bow. We don't need that. Ooh! Remember what I was saying? He needs that.
Yes. It's the gamble thing. Yes.
Oh no, McShorty!
McShooty! Oh no.
She's gonna die.
McShooty has been our faithful friend. He'll
Goodbye,
live on.
McShorty.
Oh, we're just getting rid of McShooty?
No, we're putting him into our stockpile, so he'll be with us forever.
Okay. McShooty, you'll always live on, but we're retiring you.
Alright.
McShooty, I love you since the ages of time, and also reality because it's a video game. Oh yeah, you said not to forget to add Thos because he can get lots of things in this next battle.
Yeah. I'm also going to want to bring all these things along.
And lots of chest keys and door keys.
Dorky? Who's Dorky? Who you calling Dorky?
You.
Give a chest key to Ike. Give a chest key to... Please.
How very convenient that all the doors and all the chests have the same key.
No, the skeleton keys.
Oh, still, how convenient that it's skeleton keys, you know?
That we picked up skeleton keys while fighting and traveling across the entire world? Yeah, that's convenient.
Yeah, it is convenient.
It's strategic.
Sure. Strategic.
Stabby's gonna die too. I gotta start making new weapons.
Such names as Rutabaga. Spelled incorrectly.
I'm going to... Ooh.
Tornado. Yeah, Snoring. He's a sleepy man. Snoring. He's a sleepy buddy.
Okay. That looks like that's everything we need.
Okay.
I think. I can sell these. Those are all, list exclusive items. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
We have no need of you here.
And I have the Bjork guide, but that's not... That will... And I'm sure I will be using that later in the game. After demonstrating my Bjork attacks, I'm gonna give... you can give that to her once I take away the Bjork... the Dem band at some point.
By the way, did you remember what that item you were talking about before was called?
No, I thought it was called a Night Band.
Night Band?
But I guess it's not, so no, I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
Okay, so that's everything in here.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I could probably give better. That's a 12. That's a 15.
So many dying
I can't use
weapons.
it yet. Yeah, keep stabby stab for now. Okay. It's always sad when my weapons die.
Yeah.
Cause I made them.
Like an old friend. Oh, yeah, and also you made them. Oh, hello. General, thank you.
Huh?
The people of Talriga were the enemy, yet you treated them with kindness. I don't know how to thank you.
Oh, the provisions? It wasn't enough, but I wanted to do whatever I could. It's nothing for you to worry about, though.
General Little Ikey boy. My lady. Is that you, Lady Fizzot? Huh? What a funny last name. Oh, it is you. I was just talking weird for a second there. I was practicing my voices.
Oh. I didn't know you did voices, lady.
I do. But I won't do any more. Because
Why?
I'm a little shy.
Didn't stop you before. Do more.
Fine. Lord Shiram's lovely daughter. Thank heavens you're still alive. See, that was stupid. No, it wasn't. It was good. Oh, thank you. Maybe we can continue on with this conversation at a later date? Yeah, sure. I'll maybe you could take up theater or something. I don't know. You're from Talriga. That's right. I'm Sophie, from the village of Luma. I can't live here anymore, so I brought my two sisters here to the capital. After that battle, I was sure you'd been claimed by the Dark Angel, just like Lord Shiharam. But you're here. But here you are.
Little Ikey boy, the Dark Angel.
Yeah. This is your bodyguard. Ooh, so strong. You watch out for my lady, you hear? She's Lord Sharon's precious little girl. Keep an eye on her, and don't let those nasty Crimeans get near her. Actually, please listen to me, milady. We understand all about those floodgates. Lord Shiram would never have done such a thing if he had any other choice. We know it was those Crimeans that did it. Why, when he wasn't on duty, Lord Shiram and his men used to help us with the plowing and planting. And once, when my sister got sick, he loaded her up onto his own wyvern and brought her to the capital to see a doctor. He's the only one who ever cared about us country folk. He opened his heart to each and every one of us. One moment. Yeah, Naomi? Kind of. I'm recording a thing, and I'm doing it dramatically. Of the Powerpuff Girls script? No, not yet.
I was gonna say, it got cancelled. They're rewriting it.
I know. Thank you, though.
Powerpuff Girls script? What?
Yeah, the Powerpuff Girl got a live-action reboot, and the script leaked like a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it is hilariously not good.
Well, yeah, they tried to make a live action one. It was bound to be terrible. For some reason, they don't understand that cartoons, when made, I've always wondered about this concept. Why is it such a foreign concept that when you take a popular animated series and adapt it for the theater, it needs to become live action?
I don't know.
Like, come on, a Yogi Bear movie could have been hilarious. Why did they need to make a live action one?
I don't know. It was a CW script, so it was like it's like, oh, we're darker and edgier, and it's just there's a lot. It's a lot. And I was thinking of doing a dramatic reading of it with some voiceover people I know.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I like CW. They
What?
made Vampire Diaries, and they made The Flash, and they made The Arrow.
Yep. They have some good shows, but they have some good stuff, but this was not one of them. But it's getting rewritten because well, I don't know why, but it's getting rewritten supposedly, so hopefully they come up with a better thing.
Maybe it's getting rewritten because it's awful.
Probably.
That's probably they're like, this being rewritten, and everyone's like, why? And they're like, secretly leak the script so people understand why it's being rewritten.
Yeah.
And then they leak the script on purpose.
I don't have a lot of logistics yet. I just sort of asked out into the voice actor Twitterverse. It's like, hey, would anybody be interested in doing that? And way more people than there are characters have said yes, they are interested in doing that. So now
Who wouldn't be?
I don't know what to do now. It's like there's a lot of people who
It's
are
called,
interested in being a part of that.
it's called auditions.
Do I want to audition something like this?
Well, if there's enough interest, as
I don't
you
know.
just said there is.
There was quite a bit of interest. I have to see how many characters there are and like what exactly I want to do with it. But I was
But if
thinking,
you have
yeah,
a ton of people and they're all interested, the way you narrow down voice actors and actors hasn't changed in the last 120 years.
I know, but
It's called an audition.
I want everyone who's interested to be able to do it. I don't want to be like, no, you can't. You know?
Yeah,
I don't
but
wanna turn
when you
people
make
away.
something and there's only a set number of characters, that's just how it works.
I know. Anyway, yeah, I just looked for interest. I'm still thinking about what exactly I want to do. But I think it would be super fun.
I think it would be super fun.
Yeah. He was a good man. Those dirty Crimeans are to blame. If they'd never come today, that battle wouldn't have happened, and Lord Shahram would still be with us.
Yeah, but if you hadn't attacked us and come into our land, none of this would have happened either.
Oh, hello. Sister.
You started that.
I'm hungry.
You're going to be all right. I'll find you something to eat in a little while. Just be patient.
The soldier over there gave me this. Can I eat it?
Don't be stupid. Throw that away right now. We'll starve to death before we take charity from Crimean Gela.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Oh, poor.
Lily. The Crimean army is nearby. Run! You must escape and survive. We're gonna live. Even if we have to eat mud and weeds, and I'm going to eat my little sister.
We'll do it.
And one day, we'll have our revenge on those bloodthirsty Radiance. If I can't do it, my children will. If they can't, then my grandchildren will. Get them someday. I swear it. I have to go. Promise me, milady, you must go on for Lord Shehram's sake. You mustn't get yourself killed. Well, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, then.
Miss,
I missed.
Little Ikey boy,
are you alright?
we've come a long way, haven't we? Do you think we can beat King Ashnard?
Of course we can. We have to. If we lose, Crimson will never be rebuilt.
What are we going to do, brother? I'm frightened. The medallion was my protection. Now that it's gone, my confidence has vanished.
Missed.
Yeah? For as long as I can remember, I would talk to the medallion like I was talking to Mother. And after Father died, I felt like I was talking to them both. Where could it have gone?
We'll find it. Probably in King Ashnard's hands since they gave it to him. And even though he's gone, Father and Mother are looking down on us and protecting us.
You're right. I'm sorry. Father and Mother are in my heart. And I've got you. And everyone else at my side. So even without the medallion, I'm alright. Everything's going to turn out fine. I know it.
That's the spirit. Ike. Missed. I'm a traitor who's gonna destroy the entire world. But if you're going to chat, why not go inside? Even if the snows are beginning to melt, it's still cold out here.
Okay, that's a weird email to get. I just checked my email real quick. I'm not gonna read it fully, but the title. The title? You've been cast for Mommy! Oh dear. Thank you, but also that's really weird to read.
You've been cast as Mommy.
Apparently. I don't remember what this is for, but cool. Anyway, I'll look at that after we're done here.
Oh, hi, Nasir.
You guys, I do feel a bit cold. Shall we go back to the tent?
Uh-huh. Let's go, little Ikey boy. You too, Nasir.
Forgive me for being a pure evil man who sold out the entire world and gave the medallion to the most evil man who ever lived.
What was that? Nasir, what's wrong?
You said some stuff, but I didn't quite hear you. Hurry up!
Oh, of course.
My conscience weighs heavy on me. Okay, that was about half an hour. Over half an hour. Oh, nope, there's more. General Little Ikey Boy, sir, the castle gates are open.
That's not good. What are they planning?
It must be a trap.
This is unexpected. Making us lay siege will be far and away to their advantage. I have no idea what they're playing at.
Even so, we will not back down, right, Little Ikey Boy?
Right, if we can't tell what they're planning, it matters not how we proceed. Let's just fight as we go. Move out. Keep your guard up, everyone.
And there's the battle. Hello. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Your king is in another castle. Enemy troops have entered the castle.
They're moving already? Such recklessness. Don't they suspect a trap? I can't believe they've fallen for it.
Crimea follows a general named Little Ikey Boy. Perhaps he follows no procedure. Perhaps he relies solely on instinct.
I don't know if he's brave or merely reckless. It's unbelievable.
Regardless, we continue as planned. Close the gate and seal off their escape route. This contest will be decided here.
Now then, it's time for the final measure we spoke of earlier. Will you show us what His Majesty left for us? What could possibly allow us to destroy an enemy in one fell swoop, provided we can hurt them here?
Oh, Kasatai. No matter what I show you, do not be shocked. You must continue to trust me without question.
I swear it, on my name as Royal Guard of Dane, I will not betray you, General Ina.
Thank you.
There I go! I'm a dragon now.
General Ina, you're... Ah!
General Kasatai.
Like, her voice doesn't change at all, even though she's a big old dragon now.
Just like, well, Reyes didn't.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, like, it makes sense in terms of character and like, game stuff that it wouldn't, but, like, if you're thinking about it logically, a dragon would have bigger, thicker vocal cords, right? As
Probably, that's why they
creature?
practice. That's why they practice making their voice sound exactly the same.
That makes sense.
General Kasatai, have you forgotten your vow? No matter what happens, we will protect the capital, yes?
Yes, of course. I understand. This is His Majesty's. Why he left you here.
Yeah, I'm a big old dragon.
We will win this battle. A legendary dragon of Gordia is on our side. This is a powerful omen. Dane cannot lose. The Dane army is indestructible. We will crush the dogs of Crimea and use their scores as goblets.
Or victory to Dane.
Yeah, dragon.
Dragon.
Sir, the gates have just closed behind us. Look out. We're trapped in this castle. Run, run. Attack, we're under attack. They're gonna kill us. Oh my god.
Stop, all of you. Get a hold of yourselves. You must not panic. No one has attacked.
Little Ikey boy.
Tit Ania, where is Princess Valencia?
She's fine. She's with the supply convoy. They're all under very close guard.
Soren, is this the enemy trap?
Yeah, what do you
Could
think?
be.
If so, to what end?
That's why Soren's confused. That's why he's not like, well, yeah. He's like, I mean, maybe, but I don't understand why. He's like, it could be her.
Why not?
Well, the goal obviously isn't to divide our troops to reduce our fighting strength. We're all packed here together. Whatever they are planning, it appears that they want us to all experience it at the same time.
It's a magic show. Dane must have something which they believe gives them an insurmountable advantage. Some kind of ultimate weapon.
So they're basically sure they'll win, is that it? King Ashnod of Dane, you'll regret underestimating us. No matter what, we should be careful. We can spare no efforts to protect the princess. We should put together an elite team and head for the throne room. Choose the members of this team with care. Everything will rest on their shoulders. Understood.
Eggy doggy.
See how big this level is? There's like 2 different
Here we
parts to it.
Okay. And now
Yeah.
we save and leave.
There's this spot over here, and this spot over here, this spot over here, and this spot over here.
Where do we
And
need
the-
to be? I
Now,
assume we
one thing I'm telling you, I don't 100% remember if this is accurate, but if I remember correctly, in this, and maybe they didn't start that until, actually, and they might not have started that until Awakening, but enemies spawn out of these things. I think they spawn at the start of the enemy's turn, though. So they're not there, and then they are, and then they kill you.
That sucks.
Exactly. So this level
Right.
can be really annoying if I'm right about that.
Okay.
I don't quite remember. Now, do you see these over here?
They are treasure chests.
Do you see these over here?
They are doors.
No, there's only one door right there.
Oh, a door and a random room.
Mm-hmm.
That is
And
dark.
you see this over here.
Another door.
There is, believe it or not, there is stuff hidden within these door rooms.
Whoa! I don't believe it.
So I need souls to get these, and whatever's hidden in this room, and whatever's hidden in this room. What's in them? I don't remember. I just remember souls wants them.
Just remember, go get them. So who will take a seat while Thos is on board?
Who will take a seat with Thos on board? That's the question I'm trying to figure out right now. Okay. I wonder what this thing is sorted by. The most logical person to stay behind is Titania.
Okay. I mean, she stayed behind before.
Well, that's look. She's level 10 upgraded unit right now. She's higher than everybody else.
Yeah.
Second highest
Okay.
is Stefan at 9, and then it drops down to 6.
She doesn't need to level up as much, is what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I typically leave the ones who has the highest level unit out of the fight, because other people want experience.
See. And then I guess leave them for the final battle when they're all souped up. And then, okay.
Huh? No, people will level up, and then when one of them gets and then, like if Steven gets past level 10, then he will be the one turned off, and Titania will be turned back on.
Okay.
Actually, once you turn off Sword, you can turn Titania back on. Yep, alright.
Alrighty. For realsies this time. See you guys. Have a good day. Have a good week.
Oh, no cool conversations? Alright, I'm gonna just do this. Oh, I missed one. There's one more right there.
Oh boy.
I'm
Okay.
gonna test something.
Wait. You're fighting?
No.
Okay.
I'm seeing if they will come out and attack on the same turn.
Okay.
It's a test.
Alrighty.
But everybody's gonna die while I'm testing it.
Okay. Then I guess not goodbye yet. Because we have to watch these guys and test. Johnny test.
Are they not coming? Is no one gonna be spawning out? Maybe nobody spawns until you move. Go on, Thos. You lived! That's impressive.
Good job, so you did it.
Maybe everybody's not gonna die. Marcia, this is not what we're here for. Stop it. Goodbye, Thos. Bye, Thos.
Bye, so you're dead.
Excuse me, I'm trying to figure something out. In the way. I'm trying to figure out something. Out of the way.
Hey.
Stop leveling up. You're not supposed to be leveling up right now. We're not playing.
I mean,
Stop getting really good level up.
you are playing the game.
No, I'm not.
No getting around that.
I'm not playing the game.
Right now, huh?
No, I'm not. You're wrong.
Okay. You showed me.
Stop leveling up. I'm trying to do this fast.
Silly, silly. Oh, and something broke also. I didn't see what.
There. And turn.
Bum, ba, da, bum, bum.
No. This is dumb. Stop it. I'm trying to test a theory. That's all I'm trying to do. Everybody and their
You have
mom
a theory.
trying to stop me.
Something theory.
Stop it, everyone.
You're doing it. You're playing the game.
No, I'm not. Everyone's wrong. Everyone's wrong.
And the thing.
Out of the way. Okay, there we go. That answered the question. They don't do anything after they come out.
Good.
Alright.
We finally figured it out.
That took a
Bye,
while.
everybody. Have a good day.
Hope you
like-
enjoyed. Subscribe and leave a comment because your words mean so much to me.
All
And
that.
as always,
guys,
have an awesome day.
ta-
Ta!
Wow. It's very good.